Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, and today we are talking about The Spirited City Lux. Now, this is by Mr. C.R. Whaley. This particular edition is, of course, the Arc Reader edition. It is not available for purchase just yet. However, as soon as it is available for purchase, it will be down below in my link. So I am giving my best here to make sure that I do this wonderful man some justice. I'm sure you guys saw, hopefully you saw, I did the unboxing, and this is my first ever physical copy Arc, and I'm so excited to get into it. Now, I know for a fact this is a fantasy book. I don't know a whole lot else about that, so I'm really, really excited. I will keep you guys informed, and we will see you all soon. Hello, friends. So I am officially at 212 pages into The Spirited City Lux. I'm vibing with this book. So to start off, you've got your two main characters. So you have Ava and Julian. Ava and Julian are a couple, and they are living in the city of Lux. And in this city, you have it's being run essentially by a tyrannical government, right? So you've got this king who's just making everybody's lives miserable, and because of that, you have this background of this undercurrent of war happening. You have this undercurrent of revolution happening. So you get just I don't know. I don't even think it was a chapter. It might have been two chapters. I don't even think it was two chapters. Anyways, and a catalyst happens, and Ava and Julian are sleeping, and they are woken up by a giant noise, and Ava says it's starting, and she's leaving. And Julian's like, well, what do you mean you're leaving? And she's like, nope, I'm out. It's now or never. Like, we've got to do something about the way that life is going for us. And he's like, or hear me out, we could just stay here and not deal with it. And she's like, all right, you stay here, I'm out. So she takes off for the revolution, and they call them deep ground. So they are basically an underground, it's a military sect, but it's not military. And so she takes off towards them, and Julian's like, nope, I'm going to stay here. And right about the time that she is now unreachable, he decides that he cannot live without her and goes after her. So you have these two main characters. They are, they have different interests, but they are now going towards the same place. So it's been very entertaining so far, very intriguing so far. I'm getting these vibes of Catching Fire when you were talking about Lux. It's not excessively technological, but they do have machines, they do have factories, they do have some form of technological boom. But when we get to deep ground, I'm feeling more of like Blackreach from the Skyrim video games. Like, you get this ethereal quality to it. There's technology down there that they're just not understanding. So that part has been somewhat fascinating, and they mentioned goblins, and it just gives this almost dwarvish vibe to it. And so I'm really enjoying it. It's like mixing some of my favorite books with my favorite video games all in one. And you've got, Julian over here playing Mr. Bilbo Baggins, just being like, I'm not going on an adventure. And then next thing you know, he's going on an adventure, and he's begrudging the whole thing. It's pretty fun. But I'm really looking forward to finding out what's going on. I have been paying attention to the author's TikToks, and I know that he's mentioned that this is the first book several times. And in the front, it does say that they're planning on a larger series, or he's planning on a larger series. So I'm I'm quite content to continue with this. I think it's going to be a fantastic series. Um, it's it's got this epic fantasy situation, but it doesn't drone the way that a lot of epic fantasies do. Like I'm still invested. And a lot of times what happens is you get to one of these fantasy books, and there's so much world building and there's so much character development that you just get bored. And this has a ton of world building, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not bored by it. So I'm really liking the way that the author wrote this. So anyways, I'm going to get back to it. We've got a total of 452 pages in this one. So I've got, another 229 pages left. So I'm going to get back to it. Yeah, so we'll see you in probably in a few hours, to be honest. Hello, my friends. So I just finished The Spirited City Luxe, and I gotta tell you, I'm hooked. Like, I want to know what the next situation here is. It's a pretty phenomenal book. Like, it's got a little bit of, so it's got a lot of adventure. It's got some political aspects to it. It's got some war in there. It's got, revolutionaries just trying to fight for what they believe in. And then you have your bad guy, and then you have another bad guy who's not the bad guy, but it's crazy. You're following around Ava and Julian, and Ava is 100% in this. I want to be part of the solution. Like, that's what her entire end game is. She's coming in and she's like, I want to help in any way possible. And because of that, she leaves Julian behind. She goes on. She's like, if you're not in it, we can't be together. And Julian straight up is like, well, I don't want any of that, but I want you. And so he just up and follows her and goes on this whole journey to put her first. And it's incredible because it's not a love story, but it's got this love story aspect to it. So it's really, really interesting there, but it doesn't give, romance vibe, which is way cool, because a lot of times you end up where these kind of quest books, these, epics, end up being just all go, and there's no real whatever to bring you back down to humanity. And this does that. It 100% is fantastic. I'm so thrilled that I got a chance to read this. I don't know, based off of the back, that I would have ever picked it up, because it doesn't seem like something that would have interested me. But I watched a bunch of TikToks from the author, and I was like, I like a lot of the books that he's recommending. Like, I like a lot of the things that he's reading. So maybe I should give it a shot. And I'm so glad that I did, because this book is absolutely phenomenal. So if you get a chance, make sure that you read this. You can find the author, Cody Whaley, on TikTok. Hopefully this book will be out soon. I don't have an actual date yet. As soon as I do have a date, I will put it in the description below. And I will also go ahead and link his TikTok in the description below, because honestly, this book, 100% worth my time to read. Hopefully you guys get a chance to read it and you enjoy it as much as I did. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the next book. I do have a few others coming up that I'm very excited about. So we'll get on with that. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and happy reading. If you have not had a chance, please make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Every single one of you makes my day. It just makes my heart flutter to see new friends. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.